Good afternoon, I am Precious Nzeya Sakaleji. Welcome to Camnet TV Midday News. The headlines. Police raid the United Party for National Development offices in LUSAKA, arrest 2 suspects. Presidential debate takes off without Hakainde Hichilema and His Excellency Edgar Chagwa. Join me with the Midday News in detail after this commercial.
May I please have 1 beer and 2 glasses?
Do you have champagne? Yes.
Hold that thought. No champagne, just for the month.
Oh God.
We gotta keep on texting R to 9595.
I'm sick and tired of this R9595.
You stand a chance of your lifetime to win a brand new 2020 Range Rover Evoque when you text R to 9595. From as little as 5 kwacha, you get 1 entry. 10 kwacha for 3 entries, and 20 kwacha will give you a whopping 7 entries. There will also be daily and weekly consolation prizes up for grabs. That's great news, right? Competition runs from 12th of May to 31st of August 2021 and is only open to Zamtel subscribers. Terms and conditions apply.
Zamtel, your digital lifestyle partner.
Giving birth to my firstborn son was a challenge, not because of maternal complications, but because the health center was so far away. Today, the newly built health center is only meters away. So with my second-born, it was so much easier. As a mother, access to antenatal and postnatal health care is a priority. That is why I commend the PF government for bringing quality health care near our homes.
And now the Midday News in detail. Top contenders in the August 12, 2021 general election have failed to attend the presidential debate being organized in LUSAKA. Patriotic Front presidential candidate, who is also the current head of state, Edgar Lungu, says he could not join the presidential debate because he did not receive any official communication from the organizers. Meanwhile, leader of the largest opposition political party in Zambia, the United Party for National Development, Hakainde Hichilema, apologized, saying he could not attend the national debate due to the logistic challenges, considering that he is in Mbala district.
Debates among competing electoral candidates have become a campaign counterpiece in elections countrywide. In developed countries such as the United States of America, debates help voters make informed choices and encourage candidates to focus on policy issues, a conviction so widely held that these candidate showdowns have become mainstays of the electoral process in many places. In Zambia, presidential debates are viewed as business as usual, where presidential candidates sometimes decide to stay away from participating for no precise reason. While the 2021 general elections have been described as one of the highly contested elections, with 16 candidates aspiring for the highest political office, 2 of Zambia's biggest political party leaders have failed to show up for the first cycle of the presidential debates. Patriotic Front leader, who is also Zambia's Republican President Edgar Lungu, in a letter written by the presidential press aide, has indicated that the head of state will not attend the first cycle of the debate because he did not receive any official communication from the organizers. And leader of the opposition UPND Hakainde Hichilema says he will not be able to attend the debate because of transportation challenges from where he is currently holding campaigns. With all said and done, President Lungu was seen in Northern Province where he is distributing face masks. And UPND leader was also seen in Mbala and in Mpulungu district holding campaigns.
700. 18. Because they bali muri mikwati imwe ninji tuwacha bulimi cha mataba cha binzi cha ngombe zonse so mufundo tukawekesha panshi 250 kwacha.
While other political party leaders have attended the debate and told the citizens of Zambia what they will bring to the table, Zambia awaits to hear from leaders of the 2 largest political parties. Prudence Chota, reporting for Camnet TV News.
Economic and Equity Party aspiring mayoral candidate for the greater city of Lusaka, Chilufya Tayali, has complained that lack of resources coupled with police and court issues have affected his campaign ahead of the August 12th general election. Speaking with Camnet News shortly after an engagement with the European Union in Lusaka Wednesday, Mr. Tayali says the commercialization of politics has made it difficult for political parties without resources to mobilize voters. Mr. Tayali has since urged Zambians to vote based on their experience in the past 5 years.
In Zambia, statistics indicate that Lusaka province is estimated to have the highest population as of 2020 at 3,289,132. And the city of Lusaka is also highly populated. This rapid population increase means high demand for services by the local authority. It is made up of 7 constituencies which include Munali, Matero, Mandevu, Kanyama, Chawama, Lusaka Central and Kabwata. And this year's general election offers citizens an opportunity to vote for their preferred candidate based on their ability to deliver, while leaders have been putting forth their ideas. We caught up with Lusaka City aspiring mayor Chilufya Tayali shortly after having a meeting with the European Union Election Observation Mission in Lusaka Wednesday.
Also has no plan of creating employment for these people, but what they do is to go and chase these people in the markets, in the streets and so on and so forth, giving cadres to be collecting money when they're supposed to create employment and making sure that they are collecting revenue for the council to use for the good of everybody in Lusaka. When Chilufya Tayali comes into power as mayor of Lusaka, I can rest assure you that I will remove cadres in the bus stations. I will remove cadres in the markets. I will make sure they are out of there. That money belongs to the council and we are going to collect that money, not cadres.
Mr. Tayali says the major setback has been the lack of resources and not the COVID-19 pandemic, adding that Zambia risks having leaders with no capacity to lead them simply because they have the ability to distribute resources.
If you don't have resources, it's very difficult to campaign. I am very sure that there are a lot of good leaders out there who would make good presidents, good mayors, MPs and councillors. But because of lack of resources, they are not able to come forth. And the electorates, they seem to be more excited with those people who have resources. I've gone in places where people are saying, how are we going to vote for you? You haven't given us anything. This is very common. How are we going to vote for you? You haven't given us a t-shirt, you haven't given us a chitenge, you have given us nothing. How are we going to vote for you? They don't talk about how are we going to vote for you? You haven't given us your plan.
And when asked which presidential candidate he is endorsing in this election, his response was as follows.
But I'm going to vote, and I'm going to vote based on my experience. And I hope the people of Zambia will vote based on their experience. Those who think that the PF are okay and they're enjoying their life, let them vote for PF. But those who are feeling the pain that PF has messed up the country, let them vote for Hakainde Hichilema. And I'm basically saying Hakainde Hichilema or Edgar Lungu, because I don't want a rerun. I want us to do away with this election, with the first round.
In this election, everyone is confident of being victorious, but at the end of the day, there can only be one ultimate winner. Patrick Soko, Camnet News.
The Electoral Commission of Zambia ECZ has begun countrywide dispatchment of ballot papers ahead of the general election on the 12th of August 2021. This follows the completion of verification of the ballots by stakeholders Saturday. In the meantime, journalists who visited the Silverist warehouse in Lusaka to witness the dispatchment of the ballot papers were turned away by the Electoral Commission of Zambia officials as they were told that it was an internal matter.
Dispatching of ballot papers in preparation for Zambia's general elections has begun as voting day approaches. The Electoral Commission of Zambia ECZ has begun the dispatching Wednesday, with some of the first areas to receive the ballots being Kabwe, Ndola, Kitwe, Mbala, and Njelenge, among others. The commission is scheduled to carry out the countrywide ballot paper distribution from 4th August to 9th August 2021 ahead of the polls on 12th August. This follows a thorough verification process of the ballots by political parties who also expressed satisfaction with the verification process despite confusion surrounding the last consignment of ballot papers when it arrived with extra cargo which was not part of the ballot papers. Political parties are also winding up their campaigns as all political activities ahead of the general elections are nearing a conclusion. Media personnel who visited the ECZ Silver Rest warehouse in Lusaka Wednesday to witness the dispatching of the ballots were however turned away by ECZ officials as they were informed that it was an internal matter. Officials from ECZ have been unreachable to get further comment on the reasons the media was not accommodated. Zipora Mushala, Camnet News, Lusaka.
The opposition United Party for National Development has accused the Zambia Police Service of having ransacked their National Youth Command Center in Lusaka's Thorn Park area. According to the UPND Deputy National Youth Chairperson Mr. Pumulo, the police dressed in riot gears stormed the National Youth Command Center in the early hours of Wednesday and went away with an undisclosed number of bags of rice, meal and computers. Mr. Pumulo further added that the police assaulted 19 of their members who were at the office.
The United Party for National Development UPND National Youth Command Center in Lusaka's Thorn Park area is said to have been ransacked by the police in the early hours of the 4th of August 2021. According to the UPND Deputy National Youth Chairperson Mr. Phineas Pumulo, the police a day before came in full riot gear and said they were there to protect them, but were shocked to have the same police come through in the early hours of the following morning, only to ransack the very center they said they were trying to protect earlier, leaving about 19 wounded and arrested 2 people.
It's very unfortunate that they have even injured 19 of our youths. When we say that the police are working with the PF, this is what we mean. Because if the police wanted to search this place, they could have sued the place, search it. Imagine they have arrested 2 of our guys just from this same scene. We don't know where these colleagues of ours have been detained to.
The doors and windows were equally broken during the raid, and an undisclosed amount of bags of rice and meal were taken, including some computers that were locked in this office, according to an eyewitness.
Gates kwa locked. Fuba chambo kunyanda kudu. Panta ku gates ka gates kana nokuya ka kuya kachiba open. Fuba tsa panta gate ya iswa batsa ingira fi bruto kwambo kule panta ura na bache. Twachiwafe na bachi tulewe mtu omuliro batsa mukusecha mukati. Ofu batsa ingira mukati. Kuma offices bato bamado bapanta ma laptops basenda amafoni yesu yonse n'abasenda amawallet amarege fyonse n'abasenda n'amavoters card nomoko barefitwaro kutatuishibe.
Meanwhile, police in Lusaka have arrested 3 more suspects in connection with the murder of 2 people which occurred in Kanyama compound recently. Zambia police spokesperson Esther Katongo says the suspects were jointly charged with the other 4 earlier arrested for murder, adding that 2 other suspects whose names are withheld were apprehended in the early hours of the 4th of August and are in police custody awaiting identification. And if asked if the 2 arrested were picked up from the UPND Youth Command Center, Ms. Katongo could not confirm.
The number of suspects is now 7, and these will appear in court soon. We have 2 others that were arrested this morning by police, and these are in custody. They are also connected to the same murder which happened recently in Kanyama. However, they have not yet been identified, and an identification parade is yet to be conducted.
Liseli Kanyanga Mubanga, Camnet TV News in Lusaka.
Well, that news item brings us to the end of Camnet TV Midday News, but before we go, here are the headlines once again. Police raid the UPND offices in Lusaka, arrest 2 suspects. Presidential debate takes off without Hakainde Hichilema and His Excellence Edgar Chagwa Lungu. Well, that is all. Thank you for joining me. I am Precious Mzeya Sakaleji. Remember to always wear your mask, avoid crowded places, wash your hands for at least 20 seconds, or use alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Stay safe. Good afternoon.